position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they
right down the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's go. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Gentry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great...
There he goes! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Finds his big tight end. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Riggs. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On the move, it's Riggs. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Back to throw, it's Weeks. Thanks to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Illini!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The give to the tailback.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Gentry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44. Oh, it's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the block.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Weeks. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Connor.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Just keep swinging it. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Weeks. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Marches ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration.
Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work, and what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
This time on target.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for space. It's Riggs. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Boilermakers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Under fire. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Weeks. It's complete on the right side. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Quick release on the RPO. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Gentry.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the first down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds some fresh air. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Riggs. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the fullback. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Gentry. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Look out, he's got room! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quick completion on the out. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That brings him to within one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence.
There he goes! Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gentry. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Riggs. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. The short hands, it's Gentry. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hands it off. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just...
Touchdown, Purdue! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 10 over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, better look out! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Finds his target down the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's two reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try.
Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the 2nd half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback that you're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Gentry. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Second and goal coming up. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.